Let's get it. As Warren Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Good semi-recovery day. Got a little lift in, about 2.5 miles. Nice warm-up run. Seeing that I just did 12 miles yesterday, getting back into it. Starting to make the business decision to keep the right knee's been battling some tendonitis. So at some point I'll be back at the track workouts on the speed workout. With the speed workout, probably give it till after Thanksgiving to get back into that. And then now too, Wednesdays I'm doing my live stream on Wednesdays, which starts at 7:45. So late as of 7:30, mindset about making sure I'm early, showing up every single day, and eventually we will start to get to the live stream every single day, just working up to it, making sure I'm getting the systems and the processes in order to make it so I'm delivering on another level. I'm telling you now, 2025 is about to be epic. 2024 was epic, but trust me, 2025 is about to be on another level. All right. So as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, let's get into this soap opera that we're seeing with the Dallas Cowboys, man, because diehard Redskins fan, diehard or Commanders, Redskins Commanders, whatever you want to call them, right? Diehard, been loving them since I was a kid in terms of the team. You cut something on my wrist, you're gonna see it, some burgundy and gold there, because been a diehard fan of this team since I could even think about playing since the beginning of time, since I was a kid, right? So me personally, absolutely love the trolling of the Cowboys. Whenever they have a bad season, whenever they lose, I love seeing all that. I love the Cowboys fans. I love seeing them depressed, love seeing them angry. I love it all. But even myself gets tired and sick and tired of having to, watch the mainstream media. And this is why I don't watch the mainstream media much. This is why, again, nowadays you're starting to see the mainstream media lose its credibility. You're starting to see people more and more wake up and say, look, I don't have to watch this. I have the option of me having to only watch ESPN to get my sports news. I don't have to subject myself to this soap opera. I'm looking for some impartial people that are going to talk sports and give me the things I enjoyed, some of the things that I enjoyed as a kid, Sports Center, and, give me actual factual and quality reporting, quality journalism and things of that nature. I don't want to have to turn on the TV and listen to a former coach talk about hypothetically if Coach Sanders, because he's having some success at Colorado, now I got to hypothetically put myself in Jerry Jones' shoes and see, would he hire Dion to come in and coach? And then I got to talk about what Micah Parsons may have said or might not have said, or how he meant what the whole thing has been nothing but drama. And the thing is, here's what's crazy to me. Here's really the main point of today's Move Swiftly thought, is understanding that what you consume, you start to become. It starts to get up into your subconscious mind, and you start doing things that are not going to be beneficial for your development. So to the business owners and to the parents and to the people who are the entrepreneurs, the folks that tune into my work every day that are really looking to build solid teams, you got to understand how the mainstream media gets paid and what they do, what they report on. They don't necessarily report on the teams that are actually having a success. They don't report on the good things, right? They don't spend too much time with the Chiefs, or they don't spend too much time seeing what the Lions are doing. They don't spend too much time, talking about how the San Francisco 49ers came back from a win. Essentially what made news was the fact that Deebo Samuels and the long snapper got into a fight. What makes news is the fact that the offensive coordinator for the Bears, he was let go, 9 games into the season or whatever it is, even though he has a brand new quarterback and all that stuff. What they spend time on is, going through their take and their opinion on what's going on in Dallas. And the reason that happens because that fan base, they know that fan base is going to tune in. They know that that's where most of the viewership is going to come from. And the mainstream media made a huge mistake years ago by trying to compete with social media. And social media is more so about listening to the folks, listening to the people that you relate to, and kind of having people in your that you can talk to or listen to or be a part of something without having to actually physically be there or physically know them or whatever it is. And what ESPN is doing and all these, we call them major platforms, is they're more so now just reporting on the drama in the NFL. They're not reporting on the actual, they're not reporting on the actual news. And don't get me wrong, there's portions of it, I guess if it's your team, if you're a fan of that team, or if you're, again, like me, that may be interested in hearing some other takes about something that happened, okay, that's great. But for the actual kid and for the actual person who just wants to tune in and get some info or get some facts about sports and, figure out what they want to do, or just as a fan of the game and doesn't necessarily care about all the outside drama and all the entertainment and all that kind of stuff, it becomes one of those things where it just becomes so damn annoying and so maniacal, and it gets tiring. You start yawning. It is just annoying to hear how people are speaking. And I'll close you out just with this concept because I want to get to it. I know I was kind of rambling along with this one because there's just a lot of drama when it comes to this. But I'll close you out just with the idea of the Micah Parsons situation. So to recap, Micah Parsons, a loser game in Philly, and this was his first time back. He plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He's a defensive end, all-star defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys. Had an incredible rookie year, balled out, and hasn't really been back since. I believe he was defensive rookie of the year. It should have been if he wasn't. I can't remember. But anyway, he came out and said after the game that, hey, he feels bad for, he was asked a question about his head coach, and he answers, this was his answer. He said, look, Mike McCarthy, that's above my pay grade, meaning I don't know what's going to go on with Mike McCarthy. That's just not my decision on if he stays or not. But the people he's concerned about as a current player are the Zach Martins and Tyron something. I believe it's Tyron Smith. But anyway, he started naming off a lot of the veteran players that currently play for the Cowboys, and he basically said, hey, these are the people I want to win for. These are people I'm playing for. These are people I feel the worst about. And then, of course, the media comes and spins it in a way where, oh, he shouldn't be talking about his coach. And then you had former coaches like Rex Ryan goes on Get Up, and he has former coaches, people that played this game and understand, hey, what it's like in those locker rooms. And when you maybe ask the question and all that, they start spinning it as if he's taking a shot at the coach, to the point where Micah Parsons has to go on his own podcast and say, hey, I wasn't trying to take a shot at Mike. If you heard me, I got asked a question about him, and he said it's above my pay grade. Even Jerry Jones came in and defended him. And you still have these idiots on TV who are talking as if they were there and they knew everything that Micah Parsons was trying to say, even though he explained it. And I am 1,000% agreeing with Micah Parsons in the situation, to where what the media gets paid to do is they continue to feed this drama and create a divisive tone within the sports world. And that's the sad part. Because sports is supposed to be something that brings us together, and what you're constantly doing is pushing this divisiveness, pushing the divisiveness over and over and over for selfish reasons. So be aware of that, and understand that you do have an incredible opportunity now in this world to build up your own platform and to create your own content. You just got to have the courage and the know-how and the ability and the willingness to keep going and keep growing and keep growing, regardless of how many views and likes you may be getting at the beginning. Just keep speaking your truth, and you'll continue to get better and better and better, and find your tribe of people that isn't about just creating dividing tones and putting dividing messages out there. All right. I know I'm getting a little long-winded because it's a subject. I will dive deeper into all of this later on on the live stream today. We're going to be talking about the importance of relationships over religion. So just tap in with me there. The main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.